What's your name? Why? You don't want to meet nobody new?
Not
Why
really.
is that?
I don't need no new friends.
You don't need no new friends. That's a sad life.
I have a great life, but thank you.
You're welcome. That's what you get. So anyway, we're about to go to the mall. That is what you get. Excuse me. Are you from the USA?
What do you mean?
Were you born here? Where were you born? See, I knew that. Where were you born at?
Ethiopian.
Okay, I knew that too. I used to live in Kenya. I got my Kenyan bracelet right here.
Okay.
So what do you think about men going to Ethiopia to find a wife instead of the United States? Don't walk away. Don't walk away. You gotta answer.
Yeah,
Is it better there or here?
maybe there, because they want to come.
Because they want to,
They want to come to America.
including you,
No,
including
I
you.
came. I came. My mom brought me here, so
Would you have wanted me to bring you here? No?
nah, I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm talking about me in specific.
I'm married. I have 3 kids.
Okay, I was just asking. I'm just doing it for the content. That's okay. I enjoy your marriage. Okay. Seems like the more money a chick is exposed to, the less attractive she is. Because they start wearing too much makeup and they start getting too materialistic. And so a lot of these chicks that's putting on makeup, you be like, you look better without it. So when you go to Brazil and you start going to, like, look at the Brazilians that's in Florida and look at the ones that's in Rio. Like, the Brazilians that's here in the States ain't fucking with the ones in Rio. They not. I don't give a damn if they immigrated. They're not fucking with them. It seems like the more poor they are, and not that they're poor, the poor environment that they're in, it's like they step their game all the way up. And I guess that's because the economy is so bad in those places that they realize if I'm not as beautiful, there's only so many rich men here. I gotta be the best. Versus when they get in the United States, they fall into abundance, where they have a bunch of rich dudes, so they don't try as hard. They actually start behaving differently. Yeah, I've heard Mexico City has some times. I heard. Girls play the long game. You know, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of women playing the long game. The environment, I'm telling you, because I've seen the chicks. I don't know, man. I'm just, from what I've observed, the more money that a chick is around, the less beautiful they are. Like, look at American chicks. They have unlimited rich dudes to pick from. Like, compared to a lot of other places, there's a lot of successful men here. And we got some of the fattest women in the world. What does that tell you? They get comfortable. But when you go to, and in the women in the States, they around so many rich dudes, they getting tired of the rich dudes. They starting to be rude to motherfuckers for no reason. But when you go to Africa, when you go to Kenya, those women are preying on men like the way how men prey on women. Like they're fucking competing to get the best man, or to get a man. You go to Brazil, there's not as many rich dudes in Brazil as there are in the States. So those motherfuckers is in the gym. They realize what they need to do. But when they get over here, they forget. They like, nah, I'm good. And if me and Austin don't work out, I could just kick him to the curb because there's another YouTuber in the same city with 100,000 subs, or probably more, that wants me. That's how they start looking at life. That's how they, HB Concepts, thank you for the $2 super chat. Yes, we about to hit that 100K tonight. You can't blame the woman, it's the man that put him on the pedestal. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, they actually have, the thing is, they have enough men in the United States worthy of, that's worthy of taking care. Like, there's way more men. Like, there's more men in the United States making 200 grand than there is in Brazil. So the thing is, the women have options. I'm telling you, look around the world, the places where there's a lot of money, the women behave like they have a lot of options because they do. A hater that stalked me in Kenya. You always have haters, but I don't think I had a stalker hater in Kenya. You know, in Brazil I did. You know, motherfucker got me put on the news. You know, you had local Americans living in Salvador. Fucking lowlifes that are haters. And they got a mental illness too. I'm gonna diagnose them with something when I come up with a name for it. Yeah, I'm gonna diagnose them with a mental illness. Anytime you're two-faced, you got a mental illness. Call it double agent syndrome. Anyway, you guys, you know, we got some double agent syndrome that's been in my inner circle at one point. You need to give advice to brothers planning to go to places like Thailand and expect to be met by brothers with love and open arms. It's better to stay to yourself and not get into those friend groups. 100%. There's a lot of black men that have been to Thailand, that live in Thailand, that frequent Thailand, that are not your friends. They're not your friends. If you go to Thailand, like he said, have a small circle of friends. Do not join any expat groups, because more than likely you won't need them. Do not join any expat groups and trust nobody. If you go to Tanzania, a lot of the Americans there are not your friends. They're not. If you want to find Americans that will actually be your friends, go to a place where there's not a lot of us. You know, I met some Americans in Chile. I met some Americans in, I wouldn't even say Peru. I met some Americans in Kenya. There's a lot of us there, but I didn't have any issues there. Or at least that I don't know of. You know, just be careful what expats you trust. Vulcan has sent $20 on a super chat. Thank you very much. Be careful of who you trust whenever you go to these places. Everybody is not your friend. Now, I'm not gonna do shit. I don't have no interest. I don't have double agent syndrome. I don't have double agent syndrome. I don't have that. DAS. I don't have that. Listen, and somebody brought up Mark Meets Africa. Listen to his videos. Listen to the interview I did with Mark Meets Africa. And look at what he said his fellow American citizens did to him in Tanzania. Be careful who you associate with outside the United States. A lot of these people have moved to these places and they don't have any money and they will do whatever to survive.